BSPN, WCSN. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to BSPN. Frank back with you live from Fort Anne, Jenkinsville Park, where today we got a good matchup on hand. It is Bolton, Warrensburg taking on Fort Anne Boys Varsity Soccer 2025. Well, both teams out on the field right now. Both teams are warming up as we speak. Bolton Warrensburg improved their record to 4-5-1 overall. They took on Granville a few days ago, and let's check out some of those highlights. It was Ben Wells able to get the goal, the first goal of the game, off of a corner from Ben Burkholz, and Lance Corey back foots it over to Wells, and Wells knocks it in, putting Bolton Warrensburg out front 1-0. And then a little bit later on, it would be Andy Morehouse knocking in the goal, also from a corner, this time the far side. Then Burkholz right to Andy, similar goal to what he had over at Hudson Falls, and Andy Morehouse knocks the second goal in for BW. 2-0. That would be Andy's second goal of the season. And then a little bit later on in the first, towards the end of the first, Randy Gerard would get another goal for BW off of a throw-in. Excuse me, Randy Gerard scores the third goal and his third overall this season. Bolton Warrensburg would hang on to win, even though Granville tried to charge it at the end. 2-0. 3-2 was the final score for Bolton Warrensburg, and they took the win. Now we're here at Fort Anne, Jenkinsville Park, where BW looking to pick up another win. Fort Anne is 7-3-1 overall. They took on North Warren their last game and lost to North Warren in a, maybe it was an upset, maybe not, but not to North Warren, but Fort Anne going down to North Warren, and they actually tied Argyle the previous game. So Fort Anne kind of in a bit of a slump. So let's see what happens in this matchup. A very important game for the points. Lake George out front in the Adirondack League standings with 6 games, winning their all 6 games, so they're undefeated in the league. Fort Anne is number 2, and we got a 3-way tie for third. Hartford, Bolton Warrensburg, and Argyle. So an interesting day of soccer set to unfold. Of course, we have the game here. Hartford is be taking on Lake George, and Argyle will be taking on Granville today. So depending on what happens at the end of the game, will shake up the standings. Of course, the top 4 automatically qualify for the the league playoffs, the Adirondack League playoffs. That'll be coming up in a couple of weeks. So some very important games coming up for a lot of teams. It's still wide open in the league. And anyone's championship to win. Let's go over the starting lineups first, as both teams in their huddles right now. We'll go over the starting lineups first for Fort Anne, as the captain's meeting is about to get underway. First off, for Fort Anne, number 3, He's playing forward. He's a 10th grader. It's Carter Jeffords. Number 5 playing defense. He's a 9th grader. It's Chase Freeburn. Number 6 playing forward, a 10th grader, Braden Winchell. Number 8 playing forward, 11th grader, Mason Witters. Number 9 playing defense, 10th grader, Dustin Campo. Number 13, a 10th grader playing forward, Stanley Hall. Number 15, he's playing defense. He's a 12th grader. It's Landon Crandall. Number 16, the keeper for Fort Ann. He's an 11th grader. It's Hunter Wade. Number 17, midfielder, 11th grader, Gavin Losky. Number 20, playing defense, an 11th grader, Sean Havens. And rounding out these starting lineups for Fort Ann is number 24. He's a 12th grader. He's playing defense. It's Marcus Stohaz. So that is your starting lineups for your Fort Ann Cardinals. And now we will get to the starting lineups for your Bolton Warrensburg BW Boys Varsity Soccer Team. As they are huddling up, each team is huddling up. Both teams about ready to go. And now BW hits the field. Fort Ann on the way. And we'll give you the starting lineups for Bolton Warrensburg right now. First off, it is number 1. He's playing defense. He's a junior. It's Cody Bacon. Number 2, 8th grader, playing mid. Couple of goals for the season. It's Ben Wells. Number 3, senior captain, playing defense. It's Jacob French. Also out there is number 7, playing forward. He's a freshman. It's Ben Burkholz. Number 9. He is playing mid. Well, check that. Looks like we got a starting late lineup. As Fort Ann will kick off. We'll have the kickoff. Continuing these starting lineups for Bolton Warrensburg as we are underway here at Jenkinsville Park. It is number 5, senior captain, playing forward, Andy Morehouse. Number 11, also a senior, also a captain, the leading scorer for Bolton Warrensburg, it's William Hens. Number 19, a junior, playing forward, it's Randy Gerard. Number 9, playing forward, he's a junior, and he's the captain. It's Abe Figueroa. Number 13, he's playing defense. He's a junior. He just passed the ball up. It's Abe Monroe. Number 14, freshman, playing defense. It's Sam Foyt. And rounding out the starting lineups for your Bolton Warrensburg BW Boys Varsity Soccer Team, It is number 99. He's playing the keeper, the goalie, a sophomore. It's Maris Martin. All right, underway here at Jenkinsville Park. Another unique angle. Trying to get the best view as I can. Sometimes it's a little difficult, but we're making the best of it. Another away game for Bolton Warrensburg. Both the boys and the girls have been on the road, it seems like, for an eternity since mid last week. Ball kicked up the field. Oh no, look at that. And that one's going in for Fort Ann. Fort Ann out front with the misread there and the goal. Give the nod to Braden Welch. Here comes the replay off of a throw-in. And that one got away from the defense. Kicked right up. And Braden knocks it in. Fort Ann out front early, and that's not what BW was looking for. Of course, as always in any soccer game, the team that scores the first goal will have at least the momentum. That one's still inbounds, just down the line. Here comes another shot, and Martin is going to pick it up. Martin sends it up midfield. And this one's still inbounds, going down the corner, looking to bring it up off of White. And we'll have a throw-in now. So Fort Ann out once again out front, 1-0 here in the early stages of this game. And now pressuring once again in the zone. Now in the box. Voigt kicks it out. And that's going to go out of bounds. Should be a red throw-in. Yep, seems like every week it seems like. Now ball out of bounds off the sideline. And we're going to have a sub. It's like Cody Bacon entering the game for Bolton Warrensburg. I may have added him as a starter, but now he's back in, or he's entering the game now. And then it bounced once again. Red throw, and they throw it in real quick. Someone goes down hard. Now ball in the circle. Kicked up by Fort Ann. Fort Ann looking, but good pressure from Ben Wells. Trying to get that ball back. Not quite, and that was Jacob French launching it out of bounds off the sidelines. And Fort Ann will have the throw-in now. Fort Ann looking down the corner, and that one out of bounds. Another throw-in coming in for Fort Ann. Marcus will throw it in, puts it down. Instead, we'll give it to Sean. And Sean will throw it in now. He's going right into the box. Kicked out by BW. And here comes Bolton Warrensburg. And Abe Figueroa pushing upfield. Now crossing it to the midfield. Looking for Andy. Andy now going to Ben Wells on the outside. Passes it up into the box. Will Hens trying to bring it around. And good pressure and turns it around was Gavin. Fordan trying to get it out, but Bolton Warrensburg with a shot and a block. Now that's going up the sideline and cleared out midfield now. Wells trying to get that, couldn't quite get that. It should be a BW throw in now. What a throw for Bolton Warrensburg as they're coming down in the corner. William trying to get that, but cleared away from Fordan, playing good defense and really kicked up field by Dustin. Ball in the circle. And Figueroa trying to steal that away. Colton also up there too. I don't think I mentioned Colton out there. Colton, senior, and he did start. Look out. Close call right there. Colton, standard number 17, senior, playing defense for Bolton Warrensburg, as we see a goal kick coming up for BW right now. Martin kicks it up, trying to find Ben Burkholz, but Fordan wins it back. Fordan now pushing high up the field. Good play from Colton, stealing it back, out of bounds, off of red. Randy now with possession. Randy gets around one, trying to go looking for Fig, intercepted. But Burkholz recovers it, and Colton sending it a little bit out of bounds. And that'll be red ball off the inbounds. 1-0 Fordan. Already out front with just a few minutes in. A little mistake by the defense, as Fordan snuck the ball past the D and able to score. Braden Winchell with the goal for Fordan. And now here they come again, pushing up, but Martin reads it right and catches it mid-flight. And now he'll look to release it up midfield. And he does. Nice kick. Header first, though, for Fordan. See if Bolton Warrensburg can push up. Nice little pass up from Ben, looking to Randy. Fordan takes it back, but good play from Burkholz, still with possession, bringing it back, but getting all pressured hard and stolen away. But Andy passing it up to Will. Will takes a shot. And that goes up and over the bar. So quick shot on goal for William Hens. Unable to connect now. Results in a goal kick for Fordan. And that one going to the left. Recovered by Fordan. Now back into the circle. Kicking it upfield. Right to Sam Foy, though. Sam Foy with control. Taps it over to Colton, who keeps it inbounds. But look out. Fordan almost kicked it up the field. Voigt, though, steals it back along with Burkholz. But good play right there from Stanley Hill, number 13. And that one kicked off from Braden, off of Colton. It'll be a throw-in. Braden will throw it in for Fordan. And Burkholz now steals it away. Burkholz looking to Ben, but Fordan with control now. Ben trying to fight back. Ben Wells, that is. And now Fordan passes it back, launches it a little bit forward. Looking up the middle now. Sam Foy, what a big play, keeping it from advancing. Back to midfield, out of bounds. Quick throw in, but a whistle on the field. We got a sub coming in for Fort Ann. Looks like number 10 now in the game for Fort Ann. That's Connor Feifeld. And now Fort Ann will have the play in the field. Here they come. Nice save from Jacob French. Fort Ann was on the move again. Fort Ann playing strong. In all honesty, they got the momentum probably coming into this game as they took on North Warren, of course, losing to them. That's going to make them more, how should I put it, fired up, I guess, to come on out and play hard against Bolton Warrensburg. Of course, Bolton Warrensburg on a bit of a winning streak. I believe it's a 3-game winning streak right now. And they would like to keep that winning streak going. Off to a tough start, however, though. As they are trailing now 1-0, but still plenty of time. We are about 27 minutes remaining here in the first half. There's that one back in the box. Cody Bacon trying to steal it back away. Feifeld there, and he kicks it out. And that one rolls out. Last touch for red. Should be a white throw-in. Here comes the throw-in from Cody Bacon. Bacon inbounds it over to William. Ball in the air. William trying to kick up the field, but blocked. And here comes Lance. Lance Corey entering the game for BW. Just entered the game. Now way in the corner, trying to bring it around. Trying to clear it is Fort Ann. There's a wide open shot, unblocked. Another shot, William there. And Connor with the pickup. Check that. I was Hunter with the pickup, the keeper. Meanwhile, here comes Fort Ann. And a shot right down the middle, and a nice save from Martin. Shot from Chase Freeburn. And Maris able to dive on that and prevent it from going in the box. Nice kick from Maris Martin, excuse me. Fort Ann looking to win the battle, though. Back up field, here they come. But Ben Burkholz back with the ball. Nice spin move to go the other way, looking for Randy, but taken back again by Fort Ann. Carter Jefferson with the control, and Fig pushes him out of the way. Jefferson slides back. Tried to steal it, no good. Over to Burkholz now. Back to Jacob French, who launches it now well met past midfield. But a header for Fort Ann. They bring it right back. Now back into the box is Fort Ann. Cody Bacon on that. He just kicks it out of bounds. Here comes more subs now for both teams. Monroe back in the game. Looks like number 22, Caden Cutter in the game, along with number 12, Caleb Stranahan in the game now, and we'll have a throw-in down the corner. And a header, wow, right into Martin's hands. Caleb, he just came in, put a back header on it, and right into Martin's path, and Martin able to catch it. Now he sends it up. Burkholz with the control over to looking for William. Taken back by Fort Ann. Fort Ann back on the attack. Now down the line. Along the cone. And we'll have a corner. No, check that. Goal kick. William bops it up over to, looking for Randy, but Hunter with the ball for Fort Ann, the keeper. That's a big kick for William. William trying to keep it down the zone, but not good, not quite, out of bounds again. And a throw-in coming up for Fort Ann now. Out of bounds once again. Still 1-0 Fort Ann. Braden Winchell with the goal early on, and only the first few minutes of the game. Got past the defense, rattled them a little bit, it looks like. Let's see if Bolton Warrensburg can make a comeback. Here they come now. We're at Randy to William. However, offside call on Will Hens. Just barely. And a free kick for Fort Ann. Fort Ann bringing it up to a header from Stanton. Colton. Wells back to, Burkholz back to Randy. Randy now bringing it back to Ben. Couldn't quite get control over that. And that one going out of bounds. Throwing for Bolton Warrensburg now. Now they're coming to our right corner. And it looks like another offside call on Bolton Warrensburg. So a couple of free kicks now for Fort Ann prevents BW from advancing into the box. Fort Ann quick today. You can tell. They seem to be all over the field and getting the ball in the right place at the right time. See if they can, well, see if BW can come through. Looks like we got a couple of players down. 3 players down for BW and a free kick for BW. Burkholz gonna take it up. Everybody jockeying for position on the 18. Here comes a kick from Ben. A little too much. Hunter actually punches it out. The ball's still in play. Down the far side. Keeping it inbounds was Fort Ann, but Morehouse with control. Trying to pass it back to Fig. Fig going back to the middle. Looking for Abe Monroe, who's playing upfield. Monroe trying to get it into the box and clear it. Or kick it at least into the goal, but Fort Ann clears it out. See if they can keep the momentum up. Couple of headers. Cleared out, and looks like we got a foul on Fort Ann. Nope, check that foul on BW. Burkholz a little excited there. And Fort Ann will have a free kick now. Looks like we are about halfway here in the first. About 20 minutes down, 20 minutes to go. On a Friday afternoon. Here at Jenkinsville Park. First time I've been here, actually, so it's kind of cool to go to new places. Goal kick for Fort Ann, and Hunter boots it up midfield. Ben Burkholz with the header. Randy trying to gang that, no good. Fort Ann back with possession. Ooh, boy, that was close. And now here comes Fort Ann now on the attack, pushing upfield. just outside the box. And Jacob French clears it away. Fort Ann back with it now. They launch it to the right side. And a cross from Fort Ann right in front of the 6. No good. Bacon trying to keep it from going out, and he does. Passes it actually up to Abe Monroe. Monroe now clears it up field, but the defense for Fort Ann brings it right back. Now Burkholz with possession. Burkholz switching sides back over to Abe Fig, who couldn't quite handle that one. That one goes out of bounds, and here comes some substitutions for Fort Ann, as we'll have a throw-in. Several substitutions now for Fort Ann. Okay, back to action. Oh, shot right in front, and another shot, and saved by Martin. I believe that was Jaden for Fort Ann, who just subbed in the game. Now a couple of headers for both teams, finally settling onto the ground. Fig, and that was Caden. Caden pushes Fig out of the way and puts it upfield. And Fort Ann taps it out of bounds, throw in for Bolton Warrensburg. Ball stuck midfield now into the circle. And that one out of bounds. Looks like Hunter Roush entered the game, that last substitution. Number 10, he's a junior. Let's see how Hunter does this game. Andy Morehouse backtracking as Fort Ann on the move, entering the box. Here comes the cross. Double teaming. Couldn't quite get the tap off. It was Gavin for Fort Ann, number 17. And looks like a goal kick coming on up for BW. Maris looking for a ball. He's got one, and now he's going to go to the right side, his left. First touch for Fort Ann, but William Hens steals it back. He's looking to bring it upfield. Trying to get to Roush. No good. Hens a little too much. Hunter trying to chase it down, but that one rolls out off the goal line. And a goal kick coming up for Fort Ann. Once again, Fort Ann out front, 1-0. Big game here, very important game. As we are winding down the season, a win by both teams, of course, would help them out in the standings. Bolton Warrensburg sitting number 3 right now. Actually got a 3-way tie for 3rd place. Fort Ann sitting number 2. And of course, depending on what happens to all the other games today, we'll see how it will affect the standings. The top 4 teams will qualify for the Adirondack playoffs. That'll be coming up in about 2 weeks. Next week will be the last regular season games for many teams. Bolton Warrensburg is going to be traveling to, as we see somebody go down for Fort Ann. Looks like Gavin takes the fall from Colton, and now we'll have a free kick for Fort Ann just outside the box. Let's say from about the 20-yard line off the corner, the right side corner of the box. And let's see if Bolton Warrensburg can stop this. Over the wall and right into Martin. Actually punches it out. And it looks like that was a foul. Nope, offsides was the call. So lucky break for BW. Short kick on the free kick. Morehouse picks it up over to William. Will Hens now looking for players upfield. Back to Morehouse, trying to get to Randy, but cleared back by Dustin, number 9, for Fort Anne. Now Colton winning the battle back there, brings it back midfield, but this time it was Sean for Fort Anne, bringing it right back into the box. Cody Bacon clears it out for BW. Hunter Roush trying to get to that. That ball goes out of bounds. And a throw coming up for BW. See if BW can bring it downfield with, and oh, I thought Hunter had a breakaway there for a minute. Burkholz though back with the ball. Well, Burkholz looking up the middle. Maybe a little bit of confusion right there for Fort Anne. Dustin got a little confused. Luckily, Sean called him off and able to pick it up before Roush could get to that. And that one just inbounds. Nice save. Fig trying to pick it up. Now ball going to the left side of the field. Now they're advancing forward is Fort Anne. Hunter trying to get that back. Nice play. And that went out of bounds. Last touch looks like for White. Well, it's going to be a White throw in. Looks like last touch was for Fort Anne. So Monroe will have the throw in. Throws it towards the middle. First header for Fort Anne. Fort Anne trying to pressure up. But BW trying to pressure up their own. Randy couldn't quite handle that. And Sean brings it back. Went over Cody. Luckily, Voigt's there. Or excuse me, Jacob French is there. Now over to William Hens. Trying to bring it over to Burkholz. Back to Will. Back to Ben. Ben now midfield crosses, looking for Randy, but a little too late on the kick. But luckily, Will able to recover and send it upfield to Ben Wells, who couldn't quite keep it in bounds along the Fort Anne sideline, and that'll be out of bounds. Here comes a throw-in for Fort Anne now. First header for Andy. Now Randy Gerard trying to lop it upfield to William. William there, but he's getting pressured hard by Dustin, and Dustin steals it away and clears it out of the box. Now Fort Anne pushing upfield, going to the sidelines. Back in the middle. Martin comes out. Martin out of the box, and there's a shot and no good. Wow, that was another close call for Fort Anne and a lucky break for Bolton Warrensburg. That was Stanley Hall with the shot for Fort Anne. Martin got out of position. Stanley able to get past him, and luckily for BW, missed the shot. Of course, Fort Anne would like to cushion their lead as we are winding down the first half. Should be under 10 minutes. Fort Anne on the attack again. Foyt, though, clears it out. And now throwing for Fort Anne. course, whoa, going backwards there. And a goal kick coming up for BW. Usually about 9 minutes on my clock, but remember, official time is kept on the field. Now Maris Martin will have the goal kick. Looking for a spot. And finds Will Hens. Will now bring it up. Looking for Ben Wells. But here comes Dustin. He put on the afterburners. Able to throw it in now, out of bounds. Now it'll be a throw in for BW. Morehouse throws it in down the corner, looking for Will, bringing it back up. But once again, Fortan takes it back. But right into Cody Bacon. Cody Bacon over to Malachi. Malachi Garrison entered the game, last substitution. The big man for BW. Here comes Fortan. Colton with a little push and steals the ball back, and a slide tackle. Stealing it right back for Fortan. Sam Foyd backing that up. That was Chris with Fortan. As him and Colton going at it. Now Fortan trying to dribble it out and trying to find a hole. Shot up and through the D, but Martin picks it up. Caden Cutter with the shot. Martin now kicks it well past midfield. Nice ball. No one touching it. The ball travels midfield down to the end. As we see Stanley trying to prevent William to get it. And it went out of bounds off of Stanley, though. So BW will have the throw in. Here comes a header, and that's just out. Nobody there for BW, though. Let's see if they can get one in real quick. As time is running out now in the first. Big collision there, and another collision. Bringing it back in is Ben Wells. Burkle's trying for the backhand kick. Dustin clears it out, and now the ball back midfield, but I think that was Sam Foyd who launches it back over to Hunter. Hunter Wade, that is, and Hunter Wade with the ball for Fortan, and now he'll send it upfield. Malachi looking for that ball. Malachi's got a goal on the season. His first year playing soccer on the varsity level. Hasn't played since elementary school. He's doing a good job this year. Boyd now will inbound it. Last touch though for Fig. Now Fortan will have the throw in. Caden Cutter gonna go way back, telling the fans to get out of the way, but all for naught as he releases the ball and lets his teammate throw it in. I believe that was Sean Havens. That ball right in front of the box, and it's a goal for Fortan. And it looks like it's Cadence, number 22, with the goal. Nothing for N. As we see the replay. And yep, number 22, Cadence Cutter will get the credit for the goal. As we're back live. So BW now trailing with about 5 minutes remaining. In the first half. See if BW can push up now. Here they come, but again, good defending. Quick throw in. Out of bounds again. The throw in coming up for Bolton Warrensburg. Right on the corner. Bacon will have the throw in now. Cleared out. Coming back in, no good. Shot, no good. A couple of shots for BW, blocked though by Fort Ann's defense. And again, out of bounds. BW will have the throw in. And again, out of bounds. Fort Ann, Bolton Warrensburg with the throw in. Morehouse throws it back in. Open spot now. Will down the corner, crossing it. What a good save from Dustin. However, a corner kick coming up for Bolton Warrensburg. This is important now. Let's see what happens here. Ben Burkholz dropping it. Malachi tried to get a header on it, no good. But the ball still in the zone. Trying to keep it in bounds, not quite. Now a sub coming in for Fort Ann. Looks like Mason Witter's back in the game. As we got a good crowd on hand today. A lot of fans out here enjoying this soccer matchup on a Friday evening. It's always good to see the big crowds. As we should be nearing the 2-minute mark remaining here in this half. As we see both teams fight for control. Now getting past through is Fort Ann looking and bringing up the field, but BW bringing it back up midfield. Ben Wells trying to keep control. Out of bounds, and a throw-in coming on up for Fort Ann. It's like a free kick for BW, excuse me, as we had a foul on Fort Ann. Ben trying to bring it upfield, lopping it over, header. William back with a header, off of Fort Ann, the goal line, and here comes a corner kick. They got to go because time is running out. Less than a minute now on the clock. Ben Burkholz rushing down to the corner. And everybody now on the 6. Here we go. Big opportunity for BW. And not quite there. As that ball cleared out of the box. Last touch for Fort Ann, and the BW will have the throw in. Let's see if they can do one more push before the half. As Ben Wells goes down, Fort Ann bringing it upfield, back to the defense. Big and Voigt trying to keep it from going up. Here comes Colton Standard, sending it upfield, trying to get it out of the zone. Throwing for BW. Now to a wide open Andy Morehouse looking upfield to Ben Burkholz. Plenty of time. Fort Ann pushing back, it looks like, went over the head. Here comes Hunter out of the box. A big collision by William and Hunter. And there's a foul. Hunter draws the foul. He was close. He was literally out of the box. And that's actually the half. So the whistle has blown right at the half with that collision right there. So it is halftime. Fort Ann out front now, 2-0. Stay tuned, folks. Second half is on the way. Here on BSPN. Hey, the girls' varsity girls are here. Yeah, and the modified kids. Hello. Good to see them supporting their boys. Alright folks, we're halftime here at Jenkinsville Park for the boys varsity soccer game. Bolton Warrensburg taking on Fort Anne. Fort Anne out front 2-0. Let's take a look at some of those replays and the goals for Fort Anne. Here's the first one, and it came within the first few minutes of the first half. A nice breakaway right there. And you can see Martin trying to get out, couldn't quite get it, and Braden Winchell scores on a big open net that puts Fort Anne out front. 1-0. The second goal came a little bit later on. Towards the end of the half. And here it is, off of another throw-in. Throwing it right into the box. And it was number 22, Cadence Cutter, with the little tap in, putting Fort Anne out front 2-0. And that's where we are here at the half. We are just about ready to go for the second half. Let's see if BW can make some adjustments. And score some goals and come back. This is a big game, very important game, as we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, as far as points and the standings. Top 4 teams will advance and qualify for the Adirondack League playoffs. Fort Anne right now sitting number 2. Bolton Warrensburg tied for the third spot.
Is there any way that we get to see this after we're done?
You can see it right now. It's on YouTube, BSPN.
ESPN?
Yep, BSPN.
ESPN?
Yep.
Well, thank you.
You got it. Okay. I love it when the fans... Can you watch the video? Yes, absolutely. As a matter of fact, share the video, like the channel, subscribe, because you never know when we go live for soccer. Plenty of soccer still yet to come this season. Okay, both teams back out on the field. Halftime is done, and we're about ready to go for the start of the second half. BW has the kickoff, and we're underway. Burkholz now with control. Back to Andy Morehouse. Now Morehouse looking to the side, over to Abe Monroe, trying to keep it in bounds. And it was last touch for Fort Anne. Monroe brings it upfield. And Fort Anne keeping it in bounds? No, out of bounds. Quick throw in for BW. Once again out of bounds. And now Fort Anne on the charge. Here they come. Midfield. Cross. Nobody home. Martin picks it up. Braden Winchell, he scored the first goal for Fort Anne. On the move again. Got past the Bolton Warrensburg, but defense pressuring hard. Let a little shot off, but Martin able to save it. Now BW looking to bring it up midfield. William Hens having a little trouble and cleared back by the defense for Fort Anne. Out of bounds. Throw in for BW, excuse me. Now back to our right side. Out of bounds. Carter and Monroe going at it. And again, Fortan tapping it out of bounds. Not sure if that's part of the strategy this half. Trying to burn the clock as much as we can. We're just underway here at Jenkinsville Park. Fortan out front 2-0. As they are trying to bring it up again, but Martin has the ball. Now Maris switching to the left side. And he'll find a spot and release it. Ball goes back into the circle. Over to Burkholz. Burkholz trying to bring it up. Off to the side to Andy Morehouse. Slops it up to William Hens, who's going deep into the corner. Attempt slide tackle there by Sean. No good. Now back into the middle. And cleared away from Fortan. Over to Monroe, though, who is trying to bring it back. Looking for Wells, but coming in late was Chase Freeburn. Out of bounds, and a throw-in for BW. Over into the box, but here comes Hunter. Hunter Wade for Fortan. The keeper picks it up. And now he'll send it straight to us. Ooh, what a header, and that has got to hurt. All players are okay. Figueroa now looking for control. Figueroa, first-year varsity player, captain, a junior. Jacob French trying to keep it from going up any further, and he clears it out of the box. But Fortan trying to bring it right back in. They're pressuring on the 18, right on the 18 now. That's Braden Winchell trying to bring it up and crossing midfield now. Crossing it along the 6 was Fortan. Luckily, a little too much boot into that for BW. And that one clears out of bounds off the goal line. BW will have the goal kick right now. Quick kick to Burkholz now. Ben trying to keep control. Now over to Randy. Randy Gerard, another player, first year varsity, a couple of goals for the season. A few goals actually, along with Abe Figueroa. That looked like a handball, and indeed it is. So BW will have a free kick right at midfield. Jacob French going to take the free kick. Jacob looking healthy. We've seen him earlier on in the year in the keeper's box. Who, and he'll admit this, hasn't had the best luck in the keeper's box as far as getting injured. So he's playing backfield now. Defense. Maris in the box, doing a pretty good job this year. In his first full-time season as the keeper for Bolton Warrensburg. As you remember, Keith Sonley, the keeper for BW for the last few years. A record-breaking career for Keith. I believe it was 33 shutouts for Keith. That's a record that won't be broken for a while. Meanwhile, Ben Burkholz shaking up on the play. And a throw-in, no good for BW. Burkholz back up. Looks like he's walking all right. I'm going to hurt his knee a little bit. And here comes a goal kick. Fortan pressuring hard. Trying to bring it down the line. That's just going out of bounds. Quick throw-in for Fortan now. Going up the middle. Good pressure from Andy Morehouse. And Colton bringing it back up, but blocked by Fortan. Ball in the box now. Fortan looking to attack and take a shot. Monroe clears it out. He finds Randy Gerard. Randy Gerard looking over to Burkholz, but stolen away by Braden, and that one going back for Fort Ann, but again Colton bringing it back. This time he clears it well past midfield. Will colliding with, looks like Carter, and he goes down. A free kick coming up for BW. So free kick for Bolton Warrensburg just past midfield. And now referee repositioning the ball. Ben's got to come back about 5 yards, it looks like. And there will be the spot right there. And now everybody ready. Hands in the air, and here comes a kick from Ben Burkholz. First touch for Fort Ann. Now it's falling down into the corner right side. Wells trying to get that, but last touch for Ben. It'll be a Fort Ann throw in. Quick throw in. Quick header for Andy. That one going out of bounds. Should be another throw in for Fort Ann, and it is. Quick throw in. Looking to the middle now, but Ben Burkholz with the ball. Burkholz over to Jacob. Back to Jacob. Now looking for Fig up the middle, crossing midfield. And stolen away. And here comes Fort Ann now entering the box. Monroe coming back quick. Takes it away. And Monroe with the foul in the box. And that's a penalty kick coming up now for Fort Ann. So Monroe with a mistake, a trip in the box. And BW does not need that one. We got a penalty coming up for Fort Ann right now. And it looks like Chris Colbert will take the free kick and the penalty. Maris just missed it, and it went in the box. And a goal for Fort Ann. So Fort Ann out front now, 3-0. Here in the second half. There you see the quick replay. And the goal for Fort Ann. Okay, we are back underway. So Chris Colbert with the penalty and the goal as a penalty kick, excuse me. Puts Fort Ann out 3-0, and Bolton Warrensburg trailing. Let's see. Oh, there's another foul, this time on Ben Burkholz, and BW obviously getting frustrated right now. A free kick for Fort Ann on the circle. And here it comes. That's a nice ball, but right into Maris, but an offside call on Fort Ann. Looks like Chase Freeburn offsides, number 5. And a free kick for Fort Ann. Excuse me, BW. Sam Foyt now. And that one goes out. Here comes a throw in for BW. Cody Bacon will take the throw in now. Bacon, nice throw. Burkholz with the ball. Midfield crossing to Figueroa. Figueroa can throw that. No good. Out of bounds. And some substitutions for Fort Ann right now. It's like Caleb Stratton-Hand in the game, number 12 for Fort Anne. And here comes a throw in for Fort Anne, the far side. Fort Anne looking to bring it back up the field. Nobody home. Plenty of time for Jacob French, excuse me, to take that and bring it back up midfield. Unfortunately, BW having a little trouble keeping it past midfield. Now Fort Anne back on the move. Here they come. Colton tried to save it, but that one goes out. Good effort for Colton Standard, the senior. And that's going to be a corner, though, for Fort Anne now. So another big opportunity for Fort Anne to put another one in. Chris with the kick, a header. A header by Gavin and a save by Maris. Martin saves it. Now he'll send it up midfield. Now Randy with the ball. Randy going into the box. Kicked out of bounds by Fort Anne. Big ball right into the box. That was Jacob French from midfield. He launches it up midfield right into the hands of Hunter Wade. That one out of bounds. And subs now for both sides. Hunter Roush back in the game. For Bolton Warrensburg, looks like Jaden Gagne also entering the game for Fort Anne. Now the ball kind of stuck in the middle. Gagne Bacon going at it. Oh, that one backtracked. Over to Sam with a nice save. Fort Anne still in the box, putting the pressure on, trying to clear it out as BW. There's another shot, but that went up and over. Gavin with the big shot, up and over. Another close call for Bolton Warrensburg. Certainly the momentum is with Fort Anne right now, as Bolton Warrensburg having a little trouble navigating the ball and keeping possession. Martin now kicks it from the mid-6 upfield. Jacob trying to get it, but had a wicked spin on it. Ball just went straight up in the air. Now William, he's got the ball. He's looking over to Hunter. Headed by Fort Anne. Cleared back. Midfield now. Bacon with trying to get that at least from Caleb. Now that ball goes back. Waiting for Jacob French, who's got plenty of time. Goes to his left side. Intercepted though for a nice little kickback from Colton Standard. Now that ball travels way down court, but Caden's trying to bring it back up. Instead, goes out of bounds. And here comes a throw-in for BW. BW, their winning streak is questionable right now. They're coming in with a 3-game winning streak. As Fort Anne out front. Fort Anne, of course, looking to get back on their winning ways, as they have been struggling in the last few games against North Warren. Actually lost against North Warren and tied against Argyle. Bolton Warrensburg. Oh, that's a handball. And a free kick. I don't know about that whistle, but Sam, nice play. Clearing it out. Bolton Warrensburg will play Argyle next Wednesday. And that will probably ultimately decide who's going to be going to the Adirondack League playoffs. Battle for control, and a whole bunch of players going down. No call. Looking for a Bolton Warrensburg throw-in, instead turned over for Fort Ann throw-in instead. And now Foyd trying to get that, backtracking. Foyd trying to let it go out of bounds. Who's going to get the control? Foyd looking. Connor wins that battle. Back midfield, across to. Nice save from Colton, who was right in front of Maris. Clears it out of the box. And here comes another throw-in for BW now. And a foul. Gavin goes down. Looks like Gavin and Ben got into it together. Gavin still down, trying to collect his thoughts. Might have gotten hit in the head a little bit. Meanwhile, Ben walks away, and Gavin gets up, shakes off the cobwebs. He's going to get a little ovation from the crowd. And now a free kick coming up for Fort Ann right on the midfield line. Here it comes, but blocked by William, and William up and over for the ball. And now foul on Fort Ann. Now this time free kick for Fort Ann, BW, as Ben Burkholz clears it and kicks it right away. But Hunter Wade was ready for that one. And now Hunter going down to the corner of the 18 will kick it upfield. Couple of bounces. And here comes Connor, keeping it inbounds, bringing it back to the midfield. Gavin trying to keep it. And that was a nice save. BW trying to push up. Hunter trying to get that. Gets double teamed. A couple of players go down. And more players going down. This game is getting a little physical. And we're going to stop the clock, it looks like. Ben Burkholz on the ground. Shaking up on the play, it looks like. And he's still on the ground. He's holding his... It's like he's holding his left leg area. And that's not good news for Ben and Bolton Warrensburg right now. Coach Thomas coming out onto the field. Let's hope Ben's all right. Ben's one of the top players for BW. Meanwhile, both teams along the sidelines getting some refreshments. As we got an injury timeout once again. This is for BW. Ben Burkholz on the ground. And he's still on the ground, holding his left leg area. Hopefully Ben will be all right. Kind of a similar injury to what Hunter Roush hopefully had. A nice big bruise on his leg. the game against Hudson Falls. Hopefully that's all that it is, but Ben's not in any rush to get up. So we got a pause in the action. We're about halfway through the second half. Once again, Fort Ann out front, 3-0. Gorgeous day out here at Jenkinsville Park. Looks like Ben's gonna get some help getting up. And a nice round of applause for the crowd, and he's gonna not quite walk it off. He's getting some assistance. Can't quite put any weight on that left leg. So hoping it's just a nasty bruise. It looked like a pretty good collision there. Hopefully Ben can recover real quick. Hopefully he can come back in. We saw an injury like that with Hannah Dakin the other night. She took a little big hit to the leg. Couldn't quite put any weight on it as she walked off the field. But before you know it, she was back in the game before too long. Who's that? The fans, they love me. All right, so it looks like we'll have a drop ball. Ben now off the sidelines. And don't worry, Dad. I'm sure he'll be all right. I know you're watching this. Ben's one tough kid. He may not be the biggest, but he certainly is one of the toughest kids out there. All right, meanwhile, play continuing now. BW trying to get control of it, but here comes Fort Ann. Nice play from Cody. Fort Ann, though, back with the ball. Wells trying to keep it from going up. Cross and a slide tackle. Nice save by Ben Wells. Now Ben Wells on the ground. He gets up, slowly gets up. Looks like a corner, though, for Fort Ann. And it is. Sean Havens gonna take the corner kick from into the crowd. And a header. Looks like it went off of Martin, though. He punched it out and cleared away by BW. Lance Corey subbed in the game for Ben Burkholz. He was trying to get the ball. Here comes Ben Wells the other way. Cody Bacon sends it back. Well, Fort Ann looking strong, keeping the pressure on BW as that one goes out of bounds. And a throw in for Fort Ann on the way. Subs in for Fort Ann. Looks like Colton back in the game. Corey with the ball. Lance, that is, bringing it back up to William. Trying to find Ben Wells. He does. Now Ben Wells bringing it up. Dribbling up midfield. Getting stopped by Chase. And Chase advances. Keeping that ball away. Hunter trying to get it in there. No good. Chase goes down. Hunter trying to bring it back. Hunter Roush, that is, looking for a shot. Ben Wells trying to get there. Still pressuring is Bolton Warrensburg near the 18, but finally cleared away by Fort Ann. Jacob French trying to bring it back. French and Fig now also. And again cleared out by Fort Ann. Connor and Cody trying to keep it in and couldn't quite keep it in. Throw in coming up for BW, but we got some subs coming in for Fort N. Carter Jeffords back in the game along with Caden Cutter. Cutter scored the second goal of the game for Fort N earlier on in the first. Connor trying to get around Bacon. But Cody fights back and brings it upfield. But once again, Fort N bringing it back around. Cody now getting double teamed in the corner. Fort N looking for the cross. Sam Floyd there. He's just going to lop it out of bounds. Throw in for Fort N now along the corner next to the flag. And decides to go back. Now midfield stepping up was William. And Lance Corey right there. Losing a little bit of weight to cut Cadence, and Lance goes down and draws the foul. And here comes the free kick for Jacob French in Bolton Warrensburg. Nice header to William, who actually heads it right into the box. Hunter Roush attempting to kick it, but Hunter Wade picks it up for Fort N. First touch, Sam Floyd playing mid now. Now Jacob French, good backup. Once again, Fort N coming through. Jacob trying to keep it out of the box. Sam Floyd, a little bit of help, but Fort N bringing it right back in. Martin, though, calls his players off, and he catches the ball mid-flight. Now he'll throw it out. Midfield looking for Lance Corey, lopping it to the center. But Fort N once again with the ball. Marcus over to the far side. To the sideline. Fort N back in the box. Cleared out by Jacob French. Fort N still looking to bring it back in. That was Lance Corey. Nice effort keeping it away from Martin. Now Fig trying to advance it upfield, but Fort N again strong on the defense. Here comes Colton Standard, though. He'll send it upfield, but a header for Fort N now ball midfield near the circle. Ben Wells with control. He's going to try to bring it up midfield. He's getting pressured hard from Carter. Ben trying to all he can. Nice right between the legs. Did you see that one? Over to Hunter Roush along the sidelines. Slide tackle. Out of bounds, and a throw in for BW. Players from both sides coming back in. Randy Gerard entering the game for BW. Also in, looks like Chase Freeburn. And Owen Towen for Fort N. And here comes the throw-in. Cody launches it into the box. Jacob trying to kick it up. And William with a little shot. But Hunter Wade grabs the ball. More than halfway now in the second. And what a kick by Hunter. Now the ball in the box in the zone. Floyd trying to get that back. Cleared away by Jacob. Put it right back in, though. Was Fort N, and I think that was Caleb Stranahan. Just missed it off the side and out of bounds. Goal kick coming on up for BW. Right to Lance. Back to Andy, but taken away. Fort N looking pretty good. Wells, though, giving the shoulder to Chase. To Carter. And Ben Wells goes down. You heard that hit on the shin. And Ben slow to get up. He's not even attempting to get up. And more injuries for BW. This is not good. And they will stop the clock And another injury timeout for Bolton Warrensburg. Here comes Coach Wells, his dad. See how Ben's doing. Hopefully he'll be all right. But the injuries just keep piling up for BW. Looks like Ben, he's going to tough it out. He's going to walk it off. Putting a little bit of weight on it, but not much. Hopefully it's just a bruise and he'll be back in before you know it. So we got about 13 minutes or so, maybe, well, according to my clock, 13 3/4. But again, official time kept on the field. Everybody back on the field. And we will have a throw-in coming up for Bolton Warrensburg. As soon as Ben gets off and everybody back on the track, on the field, excuse me. And here we go, resuming play. Cody Bacon throws it in, nice ball over to Lance Corey. Now Lance bringing it upfield. Lance gonna get the cross, who's there? Randy trying to get that, maybe a little too much. And cleared out by Fort Ann. Now way up the field. Chase Freeburn kicks it high. Colton Standard trying to keep it in. Now Morehouse with the ball. Over to William. Slide tackle. And cleared back. Out of bounds. Actually the ball still in. And he trying to go to the right side now. And that ball out of bounds. Substitutions now, Fort Ann. Jaden and Mason back in the game for Fort Ann. And some strategy perhaps for Fort Ann as they are burning the clock. They want to preserve the shutout. Let's see, you never know. Well, Warrensburg hopefully can score a goal. Getting the shutout as well as get some points. When you score goals, it counts for points in the overall standings. So every little bit helps. Now Hunter Roush in control down the corner. Roush looking to get by. Chase having a little trouble. Back to Andy, to Roush. Now Roush with time. Here comes the cross. A little too much. Over to Randy now. Randy now, maybe he can cross it over his own. No. Andy Morehouse steps up. And he shoots. And Wade grabs it in the nick of time. Roush was right there. And Wade going into the trees. Not sure where he was going. Could have been on purpose though. Again, burning the clock. But a throw-in for Bolton Warrensburg. Bacon inbounds it midfield. Hunter trying to get it. Back to Will. And cleared away by Fort Ann. Fort Ann now bringing it up midfield. Now into the box, but time for Martin to pick it up. Maris now sends it. Good kick over to Will. And a little too much. That's going to be out of bounds. Substitutions now for Fort Ann again. Connor Feifeld back in the game, as well as Dawson Wade entering the game for Fort Ann, number 7. And here comes a throw-in for Fort Ann. As we're about 10 minutes remaining in the second half. Bolton, and we got a foul. Foul on Fort Ann as Randy takes a tumble. And a free kick coming up for Bolton Warrensburg from about the 25-30 yard line. And now an opportunity for Bolton Warrensburg to net one in. And having a little communication issue. Looks like Randy's going to take the kick. Up and over the wall, into the box, but up and over the bar. And Randy Gerard taking a shot, couldn't quite connect. Randy scored a couple of goals. His first varsity goals came a few games ago against Hudson Falls, and then he scored another one last game at Granville. Randy, also another one of the JV players, moved up to full-time varsity status this year as an 11th grader. Now Roush with control. Roush in the box, trying to bring it over, but cleared back again by Fortan. And here comes Fortan. Collision right there and a foul on Sam Foyd. Free kick for Fortan. Now it's in the circle, midfield. Gavin lining it up. He's going to take the free kick, it looks like. And that's way up the field. Dribbling out of bounds. Nobody touched it. That should be a goal kick for Bolton Warrensburg. More subs for Fortan. Chase Freeburn back in the game. And a free kick, goal kick, excuse me, for Bolton Warrensburg. See if they can push one up the field and get one in. Time running out in the second. And a big hit right there. And you see Lance down. He's been favoring that leg the last few games. Zane helping him out, and Lance favoring that leg again. He's not in any hurry to get up, as well as we're going to have another injury timeout for Bolton Warrensburg. Lance getting up, hobbling now, putting some weight on it, so that's some good news. But he's going to have to come out of the game now as the time has stopped. And getting some help off the field. Tough break for Bolton Warrensburg this game. With the injuries, both Bens out of the game. We have not seen them since, Ben Barkholz and Ben Wells, due to leg injuries. And now Lance Corey going down. So the bench is getting pretty slim on the BW side, as we got about 7 minutes or so remaining. We're waiting for Lance to get off the field. And it looks like Teddy Phelps will be entering the game for Bolton Warrensburg. Phelps seeing some action now. 11th grader. Looks like we're missing a player for Bolton Warrensburg. And we're waiting to see who's going to be coming back in. Looks like it's Malachi Garrison coming back in for BW. All right, we'll resume play. Bacon inbounds it. Randy over to Jacob. Pops it up, nobody home, out of bounds. Goal kick coming up for Fortan. Nice ball up midfield now for Forehand. And out of bounds, just off of William. BW will have the throw. It's been all Forehand all game long. Bolton Warrensburg having trouble. Here comes Connor, and Jacob goes down, and there's a foul on Connor. And a free kick for Bolton Warrensburg. There have been plenty of fouls this game, too, on both sides. And a steal from Cody. Bacon brings it midfield to Malachi. Malachi trying to get to Hunter, or excuse me, Andy. And Randy now with the ball. Bringing it to William. Malachi back in the mix. And that one looks like went out of bounds for Forehand. Teddy Phelps. Short inbounds to William Hens. Now Williams sends it high and wide, looking for Roush down the corner. Roush gets pushed down. And a throw in for Forehand now. Off of Andy. Forehand will have another throw. Jacob French bringing it high. Header though. No luck for BW getting past the zone. And here comes Connor and Teddy. Connor bringing it hot. And Teddy able to fend it off. Here comes the ball once again. And Martin with the ball. Quick shot from Chris. That was a close call. That could have gone either way, that call. Ball now lopping in the corner. Feifelt, or Connor, I'm sorry, I think I mentioned it. He's Chris. That's Connor Feifelt, number 10. Now Randy Gerard coming through. He's looking to the corner for a wide open Hunter Roush. Roush with time. He's going to cross it over. Who's there? Ball loose. Way down. William trying to get that, but quickly swarmed up by the defense of Forehand. And that one goes out of bounds. Cole Horter in the game. Number 18 for Bolton Warrensburg. He heads it towards the net. Cleared away. Bringing it right back is French. And that goes out past the goal line. Corner, goal kick coming up for Forehand. It's time again running down. The goal scorers for Forehand was Braden Wenschel. He scored the first goal in the first few minutes of this game, followed by Caden. He scored the second goal as time was running out in the first. Martin picks this one up. Caden Cutter with the second goal for Forehand, and a penalty kick in the second results in a goal for Forehand. The third goal was by Chris Colbert, as we see substitutions for both teams. Colton Standard back in the game. That ball coming to us. Look out. And we got to get the ball to our players because the time is still running down. And the ball hit my car. Yes, I am up on my car today. Trying to get a good view. Martin slipped and that went off of one of the Forehand players. Connor still fighting for control, but cleared away by Jacob French. It's not the first time the balls have hit my car or hit me. It's tough being a videographer. But we suck it up and we keep on doing it. Andy Morehouse looking to bring it high. Now he'll cross it over to Randy. Now he's looking high to Hunter. Hunter trying to get that. Keeps it from going in. No, not quite. Goal kick. And once again, time running out. Fort Ann out front 3-0. And look out, Bolton Warrensburg trying to get back in the box, and that one went off. Here comes a throw-in and a sub. Will Hens back in the game, subbed out for a minute. Now a switch up, and who's going to throw it in? Jacob French going to throw it in now. Everybody up for Bolton Warrensburg as they're looking to get a goal. And no, the shutout, French with a big shot now, too far to William. He gets knocked down. Ball still in the box though. Randy Gerard trying to bring it around, keeping it in the box, but Fort Ann clears it out. Now Fort Ann on the move, midfield, gets around Sam. Still on the charge. Bacon now trying to come in and breaks it up. Connor trying to get that down the line. Teddy Phelps stealing it, keeping it from going in. Connor breaks it back. Ball still in play. Carter bringing it around. And a shot blocked. Along the 18. Colton takes it away. Over to Phelps. And that one going out of bounds. Well, so 0-0 on my clock. We expect a whistle any second now. And it looks like Fort Ann. And there it is. Fort Ann will come away with the win. And they do win 3-0. That's the final. As they all go over there and give Hunter a big hug. He preserves the shutout. Nice play from Hunter. Wade at the keeper's box. All right, so Fort Ann takes the win, 3-0. They now improve to 8-3-1 overall, while Bolton Warrensburg falls to 4-6-1 overall. And we'll see how this plays out in the standings. Still haven't heard the scores for the Lake George Hartford game and the Argyle Granville game. But we'll keep an eye on that and we'll see where things fall in the standings. Next week's games will be very, very important, especially for Bolton Warrensburg and the league game versus Argyle. That'll be Wednesday at home at Bolton Stadium, so come on out and support your boys. It's going to be a good one. As we see Fort Ann crossing the field to greet the great crowd here today, as well as Bolton Warrensburg. And ladies and gentlemen, that'll do it from Jenkinsville Park here on BSPN. Once again, the final score, Fort Ann 3, Bolton Warrensburg 0. Fort Ann takes the win. Well, thank you everyone for watching. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you all at the next one. BSPN. and WCSN. Good night.